The bottom line is that the property doesn't belong to you. You don't have written permission to be on it, then stay off of it or you're going to be arrested.
It was a busy weekend keeping Flagler County safe. Karen Johnson has our top story.
Over the weekend, traffic stops in Flagler County prevented any other worse incidents from happening, like stopping someone for hitting a mailbox in order to save a life. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Deputies located the driver and stopped him and realized that he was overdosing on the narcotics he had taken. Deputies used Narcan to save his life, but then arrested him for driving under the influence of fentanyl after discovering 2.2 grams of fentanyl in his vehicle.
In another highlighted incident, drivers of dirt bikes and four-wheelers on a piece of property owned by Florida Power and Light in Flagler Estates off Potatoeville Road had to be notified about trespassing.
This has been a constant problem on this area that borders St. Johns County and Flagler County, and we are working together to tame it and ensure that these people know that they are trespassing on private property. Deputies ordered all people off the private property, and they should consider this their final warning.
In all, Flagler County Sheriff's deputies made 18 arrests this past weekend, handled 499 calls for service, and made 188 traffic stops. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Wednesday, January 31st.
I think we got it as far where not everybody's going to get everything they want, but I think it is a fair agreement forward.
Chair of the school board provides insights into the recently proposed strategy for overseeing the Carver Center in South Bunnell. Darryl Moody reports.
Flagler School Board Chair Will Fury says the school district will maintain day-to-day control of the facility, with the Police Athletic League getting exclusive use of the Carver Center Monday through Thursday, 6 to 9.
It's quite interesting because the school board ended up kind of becoming a mediator between the community and the county because the community chose to come to the school board with their grievances. They felt that they might be losing control of the facility. They had a certain trust level with the school board because we run our programs there and we provide staff, and we give $10,000 a year toward the operating of that.
The Police Athletic League and Flagler County will also contribute $10,000 apiece. The fee schedule still hasn't been decided yet. Fury says the City of Bunnell and the Flagler County Commission still need to approve the framework of the management agreement.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you.
One of the things that's in the overall priorities for the state and local is, when there's a hurricane coming or something like that, we tie up the schools with having centers where the people can go to get away from the storm.
We're learning more about local priorities for the legislative session in Tallahassee.
A new multi-purpose emergency shelter to be built at the county fairgrounds. Commissioner Dave Sullivan.
The idea of this community center would be multi-purpose. That building is beginning to get old. It's the old Cattleman's Hall. And this is to replace that with a modern facility. We'll lease it. It's already leased 180 days a year as it is now. But this is to improve the overall being out there, provide an upgraded facility for people to use. So the top three we have is that number one on there, the septic to sewer, regional conservation eco center, and you go down to fifth one, multi-purpose emergency preparedness center.
The regular legislative session runs through March 8th. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Darryl Moody.
Homelessness manifests in various ways for children.
Attorney Michael Chimento said they're a part of a larger set of the homeless, but they have even less than a home.
There's even a subset of that group that we call unaccompanied homeless youth. Is that what the word?
Correct.
And so these are children all by themselves in the world that are homeless, and they're sleeping on friends' couches. They knock on the door. They sleep wherever they can. And that's just very bizarre that we have to deal with that here in our community.
Chimento said that he was a big proponent of the ALICE program that helps to keep families out of crisis. So he said this was a perfect match. Lifeline is on WNZF Saturday mornings at 9, and it's on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, Chimento cares. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.